Hello and welcome along to the seventh in my little series of Star Trek Online ships. Again, it's been a long time between issues, but I think this is well worth it. It's issue number 11. As I said before, I can't buy every single one of them, so I'm just going with the Federation ships and the Federation affiliate ships. So yes, this is the 11th in the series. This is the USS-Avenger, NCC 97500. It arrived this morning, and again, I am very excited about this one. As those of you may remember from one of my previous videos, when I saw this on the back of the box, I was extremely excited. So yeah, let's just do the quick tour around. The details on the side of the box. Quick look at the contents in the magazine and the pin and bits. Yeah, nice box art again. The upcoming ships. Yeah, I'm interested in that Enterprise. Spent a bit of time looking at it, and it's slightly different to the original Enterprise, which came out with Eaglemoss. So yeah, I'm interested in that one. The Eaglemoss, nice looking ship. It's the slight hybridization between a Klingon ship and the Federation ships, so yeah, I like that a lot. The Shran still there, and the Edison, which is another new one, and then the Alal and the Mathar. I don't know, my Klingon's terrible. Yeah, so let's stop mucking about here. Let's have a little look at the ship. That out of the way. The magazine there. Just unpack the ship. Oh, okay. So right, okay. Stand out. Piece of groan inside the case. Stand. Okay. Just put this back up to one side. Okay, so there it is. Nowhere near as heavy as I thought it was going to be. Nowhere near as much metal as I thought it was going to be. It's a rear post mount, same as most. Tight fitting. In case those of you that are interested, there's the ship. And we'll get a closer look at that in a minute. There's on the stand, rear mounted. Not bad. Here's the magazine. Nice artwork inside it. As always, it's kind of the way that they do things these days. Great box art, great internal art. Lots of details and information, the breakdown, these schematics and views, very nice, very clear. A little bit about the build, a bit of concept art. That's quite interesting, I like that. That's quite an interesting breakdown. That's very interesting. Yeah, bit about the online game and what's coming next. Let me close out on the rear image. Again, in real life, this blue bit is more greeny turquoise than it is the blue. I don't know why my camera comes up with it like that. But yeah, it is more greeny turquoisey blue. And the nice image of the ship. So yeah, let's get on to the craft itself. Here is the Avenger. You can tell by the way that it's sitting that there is no weight in the saucer whatsoever. And there then is the measurement. Just about 140 mil in length. Maybe 1390. 1390, 1395. Depth, which is kind of an interesting thing. So you're looking at about 27 to 29 mil in depth. So let's have a little look at it. Just a quick overall. Okay, so let's just do the up close and personal view then. So we'll start from the prow. Window details there. The escape pods and the ship name there. Bit of paint detail I was taking on the surface. Bit sloppy, misaligned on the paintwork on the top. See these blue insert pieces there on the top on either side. Slightly scrappy paintwork there, but yeah, Nacelles painted. Pennant lines there. Registry. Let's look at the trench down through the back there. See the neck detail, the twin neck detail. Paint details in there. No windows, or no window detailing on the engineering hull. You've got a tiny little registry decal down there. Just turn that on, you can see that under there. Lots of window detail on the underside of the Ford Saucer. You can see the dip there, and that's where the window detailing is. Okay. So, I was all excited for this because I thought it was going to be all metal, like the Pathfinder, but the whole saucer is plastic. The engineering hull is metal. The nacelle, pylons, and the lower portion of the engineering hull and the neck section are metal. The nacelles are plastic, painted on beside the collectors, painted on vents rather than the polycarb inserts, and the main deflector dish is painted on, and I'm guessing these two are secondary deflectors for the transwarp. They're also painted on. I hate to say it, but for 20 quid, I think I would rather have bought the game print version and ordered it from California rather than this one. I mean, it's a nice ship and it's nice to have it in the collection, but I'm honestly a little bit disappointed that they didn't do the saucer in metal. I mean, I don't mind it, but this would have been a perfect example of a ship that they could have done in all die-cast, especially being as they're no longer putting polycarb into the nacelles, that the whole paint system is simply machine applied and then the decals on top. I'm not exactly overjoyed with the quality of the paint anyway. It just seems very quick. There's lots of white showing through underneath the black, especially around edges, and this whole top section looks like it's had a dusting that wasn't quite finished yet. The window detail looks nice, it's moulded in. And then the black overlaid on the top. Window detailing around the saucer is just painted on. Looks like a mask and paint job. And looks like the mask has slipped there because that's black, and I don't think that bit should be. There's gaps in the painting. Yeah. I mean, we're starting to slip a little bit. I really think they are starting to slip a little bit with this one. I mean, as I said, this one lends itself to being 100% die cast, especially being that they're not putting the polycarb inserts in anymore. So, yeah, I am disappointed with this one, and I think there's a quality issue as well. There's so much stuff now that looks like I'm going to have to touch up, clean up, work on, just to get it up to the sort of standard that I'd be acceptable to display it with. Even the RCS thrusters are not completed in a way that I would expect, with the big white gaps. I mean, considering the quality of what the Pathfinder was compared to this, yeah, not hugely impressed. Nice looking boat. The decals have been applied well. They're not flipped over or scrunched up, but the paint quality is not what I expect. It's not what I've come to expect from the online series. That plastic dish bugs me, because it would be so much easier to do it in metal. Exactly the same process. And just stick a metal dish into a metal body. And then at least you would have a quality feeling. And because the plastic is a little bit squishy on this as well. It's not. It's a... Yeah, that's squishy. So yeah, as the boat added to my collection, I'm quite happy with it. I'm looking forward to the others in the collection, but if the quality is going to be like this, I do have some concerns. I mean, it does just feel like such a missed opportunity, because they've done the engineering section in metal, and that looks like a more complicated build than the saucer. Yeah. So yeah, a little bit of a downer. It's going to need a couple of hours of work, maybe 4 or 5 hours of work to put this up to the same standard that the Pathfinder is. So yeah, 20 quid. There it is on the stand. It's a nice looking boat. just from a distance, but the second you start getting close to it, you start to see all the issues with it, and that's a real shame, because it used to be that the quality of the product was detracted from the mistakes and the errors, and you looked past the mistakes and the errors because the quality was there, but the quality is just a little bit shy on this one. Don't get me wrong, it is a fine looking ship. It'll be in there in the collection, but I'm not sure if it'll be front row like the Pathfinder and the Buran and the Gagarin are. So yeah, thank you very much for watching again. Some of you may have noticed on the Hero Collector website that there is the Picard ships coming through. If I get a chance, or if funds permit, I might pick up the Federation ships that appear in that, just for curiosity's sake, and because they're of the almost XL scale for effectively 25 quid less, so, or 15 quid less. So I might be picking up a few of those as well, and I'll bring those into the channel for you to have a little look at as well. But yeah, there's the Avenger. Slightly disappointed. I wish it was all metal, or at least the saucer and the engineering hull was metal. And I wish that they could have put some polycarb, even just into those two orange Bizarre collectors, because at least that might have raised the quality a little bit. So yeah, there we go. There's the Avenger. I'm sorry it wasn't quite the glowing and enthusiastic review that the Pathfinder was, but yeah. You get what you work with, and you work with what you get. So, thank you very much for watching again, and I hope to see you on the next one, whichever one that may be. So, take care. Bye-bye.